Should I quit YouTube and become a dentist? Hello, come in, welcome. Today I'm working in a VR dental office so I can see if the dentist life is for me. My first patient's already here. I'm gonna need you to open up wide, say ah. Okay, I've spotted the first problem. Do you think I should ask the patient why there's flies in their mouth? Maybe it's a common problem. Maybe there are lots of people walking around with flies in their mouth because their breath is really stinky. And if I ask, they might realize this is my first day being a dentist. Probably best to just proceed with heaps of confidence. Yeah, I do this all day, every day, just another day on the tools for me. Might just see how bad that chip is using the x-ray. Oh, it looks like we've got a few more problems up here. I'm afraid we're gonna have to do an extraction. Yep, all those teeth are rotten through. The bad news is we have to do an extraction, but the good news is you are going to feel so much better once this is done. This one looks painful. Get out of here, you rotten tooth. No one likes your style. Just a little bit of cleanup and you're going to have a happy, healthy mouth. I just want to make sure that everything is nice and clean before we get to the more cosmetic concerns. Now, I understand this patient has a few unusual requests. Some cosmetic work that only I can do. They actually can't get this anywhere else. Let's just check and make sure that everything is looking good. Still some sort of problem up here. Fortunately for my patient, we have all the latest cutting-edge technology here at Titan's Clinic. And then also a drill. I think I've been a bit too aggressive with the drill. But you know what? There's no more tartar. Besides, I'm pretty sure I've got a tool that can just fill that in here. There we go. Beautiful. It's white. It's healthy. It's thriving. It's not what the patient wanted. They actually want some pretty strange things done to their teeth. But the patient wants what the patient gets, and if that is strawberry fangs, then we've already worked out the care plan. If they want strawberry fangs, they're getting strawberry fangs. Everybody gets what they want here at Titan's Clinic. And this particular patient wants most of their teeth to be bejeweled. Yeah, they want pink teeth, so I need to remove these ones to make room for the pink teeth. And this one too, get out of here. Okay, how are we looking? Mouth is looking a bit empty. Lots of empty sockets staring back at me. Okay, don't panic. Don't panic. Stick to the plan. This is why we have a detailed care plan. I can give this patient exactly what they want. Okay, we just need to figure out which of these teeth are the ones they want. I think first we're going to do the strawberry fangs. That's the centerpiece of this entire look. Obviously, I'm a little bit confused about why somebody would want to have strawberry fangs in the first place, but mine is not to reason why. I'm just here to deliver. I'm here to make dreams come true. Okay, let's see if those... Oh, they pop right in. Okay, slay. Now we just need a second one. Everybody knows that you don't just have one strawberry fang. Obviously, you need to have a twin fang. A sister strawberry. I'm going to pop this one in, and then we'll refer back to the care plan. I think that looks like what the patient asked for. Give this video a thumbs up if you think this patient is going to be overjoyed with their custom teeth. Obviously, it's a bit unusual to request incisors that are made of strawberry ice cream. Oh, where did it go? Yeah, this one. But the patient gets what the patient wants, and if they want strawberry ice cream teeth, then who am I to deny them? Just need a matching one. Okay, that's looking good. Now, the patient only requested strawberry fangs and strawberry ice cream incisors. The rest of their teeth, I think they wanted to just be traditional, normal molars. So I'm gonna put in a couple of healthy molars for them here. We're not going to do an entire mouthful of ice cream teeth. We're not crazy. Just a couple of beautiful, healthy molars that I hope you will brush frequently so that you don't have stink flies in your mouth the next time you come to the dentist. Okay, tooth gems. Let's go. It looks like the patient has requested a few adornments for their bottom central incisors, including a golden kitty. That is such a cute choice. Oh my gosh, adorable. The silver fish is so cute. What? But my patient has requested a shiny little heart. So that is what they will get. Incrustate complete. Did I get it all? Yes, that looks like a job well done to me. Okay, you are out of here. Okay, so have a little look. Make sure you're happy. What do you think? Pretty cool, right? Would you give this service a thumbs up? She likes it. She had a positive dental experience. Okay, thank you. Goodbye. Thanks for bringing me such an interesting project. Wow, I am hungry. But there's no time for a snack. My next patient is arriving. Word must be traveling fast that I make the best strawberry fang veneers in town. Thank you so much for being on time. Hello, come on in. Now you look like someone who takes really good care of their teeth. Okay, wow. Come a little bit closer. Okay, not so close. Not so close. I can see a few problems, more than a few problems. I don't want you to worry, there's nothing we can't handle. Few things I haven't seen before, like cacti stuck in between the teeth. How does this even happen? Like a little bit of cactus from a taco, sure, that makes sense, but an entire potted succulent? What even is this thing? Okay, so that's an entire broccoli floret. You see this? This is why you need to floss. But look, you didn't come here for a lecture. You just came here to get all of the cacti ripped out from between your molars. Is this another broccoli? Oh, I think it's a green onion. Okay, and then this looks like a tiny fish. You're probably wondering why the aquarium was empty. It's this guy. Okay, so in light of all of this whole situation, we're gonna try something extreme. Something a bit unconventional. We're gonna tear this whole situation down. We're gonna build it from the ground up. So just don't panic. Okay, so it's not quite what I expected. I think I'm losing the patient. Their confidence is waning. What if I use my ray gun? Yeah, look at that. Silver tooth, gold tooth, beautiful cheese teeth. Now look, since I've already got the ray gun out, I might as well do your entire mouth. You're gonna feel like a whole new person. So I think you're looking incredible, especially compared to what we started off with, but we do have the issue of the tongue. Lots of people don't know you're supposed to brush your tongue. Obviously, you gotta brush your teeth, but you also need to brush your tongue, otherwise you might get a buildup of gunk like we do here. No idea why it's purple, but that's a question for another day. How are we looking? Oh, good. I'm taking a chance. I'm gonna say print it. That's done. Okay, have a look and see what you think. It's pretty cool, right? Bit unconventional, obviously, but I think you wanted to go for something a bit... Oh, what? So I take a bit of creative license and it's all boo, see ya later. How about you come back? I can fix it. Don't get in the tube because then I can't fix it. And okay, they're already gone. That does not bode well for my Google reviews. No time to worry about the Google reviews. My next patient is arriving. Oh my gosh, amazing! I was hoping I would get a chance to work on some vampire teeth today. Come on in. Let's see what we're working with. Oh, come a little bit closer so I can see this hardened plaque. Okay, close enough. So I can tell that you haven't been brushing up near the gum line, especially on the top, but that's okay. We can take care of this. Okay, so I can see that you're an aspiring vampire. And have you wanted to become a vampire for long? Please don't try to talk while I'm doing extractions. It makes my job quite difficult. Oh no, they're crying. You're doing really good, okay? It's gonna be over soon. I like how it says I removed the tartar when I just removed the teeth. I guess that is one way to remove the tartar. I feel bad for making them cry. Okay, let's make these vampire dreams come true, okay? You're gonna have beautiful, bejeweled fangs. You're walking out of here with the fangs of your dreams. The pointiest lateral incisors this clinic has ever seen. Oh, sorry, I tried to put that in upside down. Okay, beautiful. A vision. This time I need to stick to the care plan. I can't go rogue. The patients don't like it when you go rogue. You need to follow instructions. You need to make more fangs. More fangs. Okay, this might hurt a little bit. You're doing great. Well done. Good job. Okay, I've just got a few more things to do up here. You're gonna want some front teeth. Just a traditional incisor should do it. And then we'll get started on the bejeweling, because you're not a regular vampire, you're a fancy vampire. Everything is done except for the encrustating. I think that must mean jewels, tooth jewels. Time to encrustate these teeth. This little blue teardrop, beautiful, inspired. And on the other tooth, this one is getting like a bejeweled stop sign kind of situation. Love that. It's all coming together. It's beautiful. I see the vision. Just need to check my notes. Okay, 2 more bejewelies. We want, this one. Little square next to the fang. Cute. Oh, sorry. Cute. There we go. I wonder how long tooth gems last for. Like, they look so cool and pretty, but I've never had one before. Okay, last jewel, and then I think we're gonna have a happy vampire customer. Incrustation is complete. Your mouth is looking so healthy. The vision is complete. Just check the care plan, looks good to me. Okay, you are done. Don't forget to leave us a Google review if you've had a good experience here at the dentist today. Maybe just have a little look and see what you think. Okay, so I know the fangs are quite pointy, but I think that's what you wanted. Do you like it? Incredible. Amazing. 5 out of 5. You've been a wonderful first vampire customer. Hello, and welcome to Holly's Vibrant Veneers. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Oh, your teeth are actually very clean. Honestly, you would not believe the horrors that I have seen today. If there's no flies in there, just say ah. Oh my gosh, not a fly in sight. Incredible. Oh, you best believe I can tell you've been flossing. Few issues on the bottom. By the looks of it, looks like we got a couple of cavities. Truly nothing to worry about. I can fix those up for you real quick. We're going to do a bit of tartar removal here. There's a bit of built up plaque around the gum line. That's fine. I can clean that for you, and then we can move on to the encrustation. Unfortunately, your front two teeth do appear to be rotten from the inside, so I'm going to need to take care of that. Release the purple slime. It's like they've been filled in with Grimace Shake. That's not good for your long-term health. Now, it's important to get out all of that purple slime before we repair the tooth. Otherwise, we're just trapping the bacteria, and that's gonna come back to haunt you later, and we don't want that. We want you going home nice and healthy and happy. That looks much better. So this is something you can do at home as well. You see all those health bars? That's what you're looking for. You want to see some nice health bars. And the foam. The foam is how you know it's working. Okay, let's just check this out. Looks like we've got all of the infection. No more nasty purple slime hiding anywhere. Beautiful. Well done, you're finished. You're out of here. You got a beautiful, healthy mouth. I hope you like it. See, you're glowing. Nod if you like it. Oh no, she's shrugging. Oh no, I forgot the incrustation. Come back, I've got heaps of jewels. I can crust them right up. She's lost all confidence in me. She's going into the tube. She didn't even wave back. How many teeth do we think this boxer has? Come on in. You need teeth? I can build you new teeth. I've got all the latest technology. Eggs, birds, ray guns. Okay, let's see what we're working with. Just as I thought, missing teeth. There are a few surprises, though. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to turn your molars into chalk mint. Must put down the ray gun. Going to alarm patients if I keep using the ray gun. I'll just assess the situation with my x-ray. Oh yeah, looks like we got a couple of bad cavities here. Gonna need to do a few extractions, I'm afraid. First, I'm just gonna try to make sure that the mouth is nice and clean, and then we're going to completely destroy these teeth. Unfortunately, these ones cannot be saved, but it's okay. I have the technology to make you some beautiful, healthy new teeth. Just need to get rid of all this gunk, which is why we love the vacuum. Obviously, it would be quite distressing for the other patients if they walk in and there's like fragments of your teeth all over the ground, so that's why we just vacuum them right up. And then we drill. Nobody is leaving this clinic with even the tiniest bit of plaque. That's my one rule. Okay, quick cleanup, and then we can get going on the rebuild. Really need to do something about that chocolate mint molar. Can't have random teeth on the workbench. Hide it. Okay, who's coming out? That's hard to grip. What about you? You're not supposed to be there. That was a mistake. And this thing, obviously, that was a mistake. What am I supposed to do about that fragment, though? I might have to drill the whole thing out. Oop, probably should sterilize that. But I don't think they noticed, so all good. I'm just going to get rid of this purple buildup on your tongue. If you haven't already invested in a tongue scraper, I heartily recommend. And you know what? I'm pretty sure that I can just build a healthy tooth on top of that fragment. So we're just going to use this handy dandy tool here. Just going to build up a nice healthy molar. And the other one too. Okay, so things are looking a lot better, but obviously you're missing quite a lot of teeth. And let's check the care plan. Oh, so you wanted teeth. Interesting. So the patient does not want to leave the dentist's office with a bunch of gummy exposed sockets. They'd actually like an entire mouthful of teeth, which makes sense actually if you're coming to the dentist. Don't you worry, I'm not letting you leave here unless you got a whole mouthful of healthy chompers. We're filling every single socket with beautiful handcrafted molars. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Remove tartar. Where's the tartar? But I thought I removed it. The screen doesn't lie. Okay, let's just do another brush, maybe around the back of the teeth. I think that everything is looking nice and clean, but the machine still says remove tartar. Where is the tartar? Can I vacuum it out? Give it a little vacuum? Okay, let's check the x-ray. Okay, I see the problem. We've got a bit of tartar buildup at the back here. I'm taking the whole tooth. I hate that tooth. I think the tartar buildup is underneath. Ugh, disgusting. Ugh, awful. I could build myself another tooth, a healthy tooth. Okay, I think that was the problem. We can create one more tooth, pop it in, and then I think you're good to go. You're done. What you want is what you get. Now, if you're happy with the service that you received today, maybe you could get me some front row seats to the boxing match. Maybe recommend me to some of your fellow boxers. I hear that you need a lot of dental work done. Do you like your teeth? I'm so glad you think so, because I'm actually a bit of a boxing enthusiast myself. Maybe we could have a little bit of a practice match ourselves, huh? The boxing dentist? No, he's not even going to dignify that with an answer. Goodbye! Welcome to Holly's Hair House, where every customer is in danger of leaving with a bald spot. So if I could draw your attention here and here, I think it'll be obvious what we need to do today to make this customer happy. Looks like our friend got a little bit overzealous when they were tweezing their eyebrows. It happens to everyone. Luckily, we can fix that right up. Now I'm gonna go in for the trim, but trust me when I say, do not do this at home. This is for professionals only. So if you're a fan of my channel, you'll know that I've been testing out a few new jobs in VR lately, just in case this whole being a YouTuber thing doesn't work out. Today, I'm opening up a multi-service salon. We do hair, cut and color, we do facial hair, we even do tattoos when they're requested. Cannot wait to show you that. But we're just getting warmed up. I'm starting with something pretty simple. Fixed up this guy's beard. That's looking pretty good. Now it's time to shave his whole head, as requested. This is one of my favorite cuts to do because I can't make a bald spot when the entire head is bald. Just takes a little bit of the pressure off. Gonna move you down here. So I decided to go with the 2mm buzz here, which gets us pretty close to the scalp. Obviously, we're gonna have to go a bit closer than that if we're gonna give this custy the shining dome of his dreams. I might need to wax the top like a car to make sure that it's like really reflective. What he really wants is for the light to bounce off it with such ferocity that you need to wear sunglasses if you try to look at him. And me, I like to make dreams come true. Okay, just notice that I've mussed with the beard line. Might just fix that up before anybody notices. I'm obsessed with this spray-on hair situation. If you knew that you can spray the hair right back on again, would you ever try out being bald just for fun? I think I would, just for curiosity's sake. So now I'm going in with a straight razor. First, I'm going to make him look like a member of the royal family. Beautiful. And next, we're just going to take off all of the hair. You got to be real careful around the ears. One slip up and that's going to get you a really bad Google review. Wow, look at that beautifully shaped dome. Sometimes I think about what I would look like with a shaved head, and on one hand, I think I would look really tough, but on the other hand, I'm worried I have a lumpy head. Anyway, I think we're almost done with this custy. Have we made his dreams come true? Let's have a look. Ta-da! What do you think, my man? Does he like it? Oh, does he ever? Yes, that's a 3-star cut. Okay, next up in the chair, we've got this guy who is looking for a strong look. Wow. This looks like it's gonna be challenging. We're trying to do another artfully rendered bald head, and we've got multiple different colors of facial hair. And then does he want that face tattooed on his arm? On his head? Where's that tattoo supposed to go? Yeah, this is going to be a tricky one, but like this video if you think I'm up for the challenge. I work best when I'm feeling confident, and my confidence rises every time I see a thumbs up. Okay, well, first things first, I'm taking the glasses. They're super cute, and I'm keeping them for myself. Next, multicolored facial hair. I can't say that this is a look I've ever seen in real life, but it is very bold. Like matching the goatee to the hair on top of the head. It's very interesting. I am wondering, I'm looking at the picture and I'm like, is the plan to shave off the top of the head and that's where the tattoo goes? Because if so, that is a bold vision. But I'm not here to criticize the vision. The clients are the visionaries. I'm just the magician that makes it all happen. If you're watching this and you're thinking, wow, Holly is like a natural talent at barbery. Obviously, this is her calling. How could she do anything else? Well, I will have you know I've been trying out a few careers in VR. I've also been training to be a dentist and a veterinarian. So if you've seen all three, let me know in the comment section which career should I pursue if YouTube suddenly disappears. Put a tooth emoji for dentist, an animal for vet, and a little haircutty emoji if you think that I belong in the salon. Okay, it's straight razor time. I need to make room for this tattoo. That's the bit that I'm most excited about. So I do think it's a bit unusual that the client has specifically chosen this angry face tattoo, but they haven't given me any guidance about where they actually want the tattoo. I'm just going to go with the very crown of the head because there's heaps of room. Who knows what his plan is? Maybe it's to scare off swooping birds? Maybe our man is getting ready for magpie season? Maybe he just thinks that the angry face will make him look really tough and cool. Speaking of, gotta get you these cool sunnies. Slide those on. Okay, Slay, now I just need to figure out how to print off stencils. Just gotta make sure that it looks like I know exactly what I'm doing. Don't want him to get nervous because I'm an amateur. Okay, angry face, angry face. It is, here we go. Oh, that looks great. See if that fits on the old dome. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Okay, you ready? Let's get it. I'm also just noticing that this guy doesn't seem to have any other visible tattoos, so really bold to just go straight for the giant head tattoo. But I guess, if he doesn't like it, his hair can just grow over top of it. No big deal. I am screaming, though. This is the funniest choice for your first tattoo. It looks like a whole other person up there. Mama, a girl on your head. Okay, that's all cleaned up. Head shiny, head clean. Okay, I think we've done it. The vision is complete. But is he going to like my tattoo placement choice? Woohoo! He loves it! Yeah, big dog. Want to practice your artistry in peace? Try a Kawaii Kunicorn coloring book. Now available on Amazon. Okay, next to the chair, finally someone who doesn't want me to make them bald. I was starting to think that I'd gained a bit of a reputation for being like the person to come to if you just want all your hair shaved off, which is not like a terrible reputation to have, but what if people start to think that that's all I'm able to do, Like, oh yeah, you could go to Holly's hair house, but only if you want to have like no hair. I think I would much rather have a reputation to be like the salon that you go to when you want to get like a wicked skull tat. I am also into the creative facial hair. That's fun to me. Okay, before we dye the facial hair, I'm just going to get you a pair of protective sunglasses here. Gonna slide these on. You just don't want to risk getting an eyeball full of green hair dye. Otherwise, the next VR experience I play is going to have to be Holly's Ophthalmic Surgery Clinic. And becoming an eye doctor sounds like a lot of hard work. I don't know if I have it in me to be an ophthalmologist. I might not have a choice, though, if I keep getting dye in this guy's eyes. Close your eyes, and then you won't be crying. The sunglasses alone will not protect you. You must close your lids. I gotta say, I love this color combination. It's like we got a bit of teal on top and then like a bit of a lime green at the bottom. It's very cool. I want to know, if you're walking into Holly's hair house, you're getting your hair dyed today, what color are you choosing? Are you going with the teal? Are you going with the lime green? Maybe you're going with some sort of like rainbow combination. Let me know in the comment section. So a really common mistake when you're spraying on the hair dye here in the salon is to forget about the area around the ears. And that's actually very important. We want a nice, even color. Okay, you don't need these sunglasses anymore. You want to keep those. That's an extra charge. And I think you're looking great, my man. You're looking fresh. You're looking cool. Yeah, he likes it. Oh, okay. What the? 2 stars? What's that? Oh, I forgot to do the back. Welcome to the chair, Granny. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to do your hair today. And a tattoo. This is going to be next level. All right, so first off, I've decided that we're just going to start with a nice, clean palette. Now, a lot of hairdressers would disagree with my strategy of starting with a nice bald head, but I think that's just because most hairdressers don't have access to hair in a can. And honestly, that's on them. I'm going to use the tools that are available to me. Granny's got a vision for a really, really cool, unique blue haircut, and I'm not sure if that's a hedgehog or a porcupine that she wants to get a tattoo of. If we've got any animal experts watching who want to let me know in the comment section how I can tell the difference between a hedgehog and a porcupine, that would be really, really useful right now. I think the only difference I know is that hedgehogs are usually smaller than porcupines, but it's kind of hard to tell when you're looking at a little drawing like that. Oop, lost my straight blade. There we go. Honestly, such a relief that my tools regenerate in the salon. After we get this hair off, we're going to have to start thinking about a placement for this hedgehog tattoo. Obviously, huge compliment that Granny has decided to come to me for her first ever tattoo. And doing it in her 80s, what a queen. Okay, let's do a hair first. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. I guess the dye has nothing to stick to. That's not really going to work. Okay, spray on some hair first. Maybe bubble? Wow, it looks like galaxy ice cream. I don't know if that's quite what we're going for, and I want to make sure that I get this hairline nice and precise. So, yeah, let's try precise. Is that going to give us... Oh, that's pretty precise. Just going to make sure that I can actually dye the hair as well. So we'll try out our little blue spray can. That seems to work. Okay, I think we're onto something. I'll keep the blue handy because we're going to need a lot more of that. Maybe I should use precise line to do like an outline of the whole hairline, and then I can like fill it in with something thicker. I hope this is precise. Doesn't feel super precise. That's not quite what I was going for. It's okay. We can fix it in post. We can get it with the razor. We can make that hairline nice and straight. Let's try thick. Oh my gosh, that is thick. Don't look in the mirror just yet, Granny. This is a work in progress. This is not the final look. This is definitely not the final look. I thought the hard part was going to be removing the hair, but it turns out spraying the hair on is really, really difficult. But that's what we invented razors for. So I'll just get like a nice thick layer of hair up on the top here, and then we can worry about this nightmare of a hairline. Yeah, maybe just fill it out in the back a little bit more too. Is it looking good? Hard to tell. Okay, let's at the very least make it blue. If it can't be precise in terms of the hairstyle itself, the least we can do is make sure that we've got a top quality dye job that's gonna last just ages, heaps of washes. This color's gonna be staying vibrant. It's gonna be poppin'. I don't quite know what to do about the fact that the hairline still looks pink. Even though I'm spraying like heaps and heaps of blue on it, it still looks a bit pink. Oh, I accidentally did the eyebrows. We'll just make it all blue. Okay, trimming. First, I'm gonna take out a bit of the volume in the back. That was pretty unintentional. Like, judging from the picture, it looks like Granny wants like a relatively full head of hair, but we don't want it to be too like pompadour. So decided to go with the 15mm. It's like a bit longer. I am now seeing a little bit of inconsistency with the color. That's okay, we can fix that up. That looks good. Do ya feel good? What are we thinking for the tattoo? What about face? You want a face tattoo? How about I just print off this stencil? We can try it out in a few places. That looks pretty big. Too big for your hand, too big for the face. Let's see if I can scale this down a bit. Heaps of cool design options. Love that. See, I think this would look really cool on Granny's hand. It doesn't quite fit though, so I'm going to try to make it even smaller. Will the smallest design fit? Doesn't look like it. Okay, that's fine. We can explore some other options. Okay, back to my bread and butter. It's skull tat time. That looks sick. Granny's gonna look so metal. Let's get it. Oh wow, I'm doing such a great job. This is like photorealism. I don't know when I got so talented. Just another one of my hidden talents, I suppose. Oh my gosh, Granny is gonna lose her mind when she sees this. This is looking so good. Just gotta clean a bit of the ink off the head here. Make sure everything's nice and sanitized. Granny, look heckin' cool. Okay, let's spin her around. See what you think. Oh, I forgot to go back to the hairline. Yeah. Woohoo! She loves it. 3 stars. Okay, so my next customer seems to be entering the witness protection program the way they want to look completely different. Are you on the run, or are you going to a 70s party? Whatever the reason, it's a very cool vision, and I am delighted to try to help bring it to life for you today. Lots to work on here, though, so we better get down to business. First, I'm going to draw on your mustache. This is extremely difficult to do. Yeah, the 2 sides of the mustache, you gotta remember, they're sisters. They're not twins. Okay, mustache turned out quite a lot thicker than I expected. Maybe I can just fix that up. That's not fixing it. That's making it quite a lot worse. Can I make the other one match? This is not going the way I wanted it to. That's okay. I'm gonna spray that back on. I want them to look like sisters, not distant cousins. At the moment, they look like strangers. Oh, and I've accidentally sprayed him in the eye. That's going to lose me a star. Okay, you know what? I think that's looking better. Maybe I can just take it. It's really hard to use this razor. Ah! Abort. We gotta spray that back on again. We need a precise line. Oh. Yeah, one of the most important things in this job is never letting the customer see you sweat. It'll undermine their confidence in the whole experience. So instead, I just have to maintain my poker face and be like, yes, this is exactly what I meant to do. This is all part of my process. I like to shave off the mustache and then I spray it back on again. And then I just repeat that process several times until I get the perfect curl on the mustache. That looks pretty perfect to me. I don't know. Maybe I need to step away from the straight razor. Maybe I need to try something else. I could try, snip, snip. This doesn't really seem to help with the sharpness of the line. Maybe I could go with a very small... Nah, this doesn't work, does it? I don't know about that. I need to stay calm. I can't lose it. I just got to make it blonde. We were always going to have to make it blonde, so why not now? That looks good, but I'm starting to feel tempted by the razor again. Maybe just one more try. Dang this straight razor. It's just so hard to make it look good, although that's maybe a little bit better. Nice and thin. I've lost the edges again. It's all gone. It's all gone sideways. Thank goodness for precision line. If I didn't have the option to spray back on this facial hair, I would be the one crying. I just want it to look perfect. It's hard to know when to quit. Okay, maybe I can draw attention away from the mustache with these super cool star-shaped glasses. Those look sick. That will also help protect your eyes for the blondening of the eyebrows. Beautiful. And then this customer is going completely against the trends. It's like everyone else is coming out of here with a bald tattooed head, and they're like, actually, I am going to be going with the full head of hair. It's nice, you know, do something a bit different. So I've decided to go in with the thick line here, make it nice and full. Just a beautiful head of hair coming out of this can. I want to make sure that we've got lots of hair to work with because it looks like the style that this customer wants is like something quite puffy, quite fluffy, lots of volume. Sorry, just gonna have to move you down here for a moment. Want to make sure we don't neglect the crown of the head. A beautiful full head of hair. That looks fantastic. I've accidentally given you mutton chops. But I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. It's not part of your vision though, so I'll get rid of those. Okay, I think this is looking pretty good. Just got to make it all blonde. Get everything matching. Oh wow, that's like a really strong blonde color. I wonder if that is definitely what he wants. Like the picture looks a bit more like sandy brown. I don't know, I'm kind of having doubts here. I've gone with like a much stronger look. It's like if you're gonna be blonde, just be blonde, you know? But I'm not sure if it matches the picture or not. I don't know, I think it looks good though. And who knows, maybe after a couple of washes, the color will soften. Let's have a look at the full effect, the final look. Beautiful, finished. Final custody of the day, what do you think? He says, okay. Can I tase the nail worms? Oh, I'm so sorry about that. If I wasn't a YouTuber, what would I do? Come in, welcome. I'm testing out some new career options in VR, delving into the world of beauty and seeing what it's like to work as a nail tech. My first client looks like a beautiful strawberry and also kind of looks like me. All right, let's take a look at these nails. Oof, my gal, I can see it's been a while since your last appointment. So I don't mean to alarm you, but I'm noticing what looks to be a bit of fungus. Now, in all of my many seconds of experience working as a nail tech, I've never seen a nail fungus that looks quite like this. But don't worry, I've got it all cleaned up for you. So in this business, the client's vision is very important. Here we can see the current state of the nails, and all my tools including a spider. Now you might be wondering what that spider do, and the answer is that's my design assistant. They're checking out the whole hand, brainstorming color palettes, patterns. Okay, I think that's enough. You go make a Pinterest board. I'll check in with you and the rest of the Arachnid design team shortly. Okay, and back to the client's vision. Okay, interestingly, they want to keep the scalloped nail look. They're just interested in some stencils. Luckily, I have a stencil printer. I'm excited to use this. My first client is looking for 2 different stencil designs. Let's have a look and make sure we're finding the right one. What do we want to do first? Ooh, okay, maybe this one with the little fishy bones and kitty heads. That's so cute. Print that one off and we can put it on the nail and see how it looks. I am obsessed with the little fishy bones. I would absolutely get those on my nails. So they want to have this in black. I'm going to use my little paintbrush and we will paint on this stencil. Okay, I don't want to toot my own horn, but that looks so cute. I feel like I'm already doing a good job. If you would come to my salon and let me do your nails, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. I'm ready to cut the ribbon. I'm throwing open the doors. It's time for a grand reveal. Take off the stencil. That looks perfect. 10 out of 10 no notes. Stencil queen over here. Just need you to rotate the hand so that we can work on your little pinky stencil. Love that you've chosen a different design for that. Very fun. Please feel free to browse the stencils. Tell me your favorite in the comment section. The client is interested in these little skull and bones. Very cool. Look, I love it when the client comes in with a clear vision. I also love having a bit of creative license. I'm just here to make all of your nail dreams come true. That's what we're all about here at the Kunicorn Nail Salon. I think I've done everything the client wants and I'm excited to hear their review. Is it good? You can be honest, I want you to be satisfied. And look, if it wears off too quickly, just come back to me. I want you to be happy. Tell me what you think. Be honest. Yeah, I know, they look so great. Yeah, show them off, girl. Okay, she's looking, she's smiling. She likes it. Oh my gosh, what a rush. Thank you so much for coming in. Don't forget to tell all of your friends about me. Please just watch your step as you're entering the hydraulic tube. We don't want anyone to trip and chip a nail. That was incredible. Okay, time for my next client. I wonder if it's going to be another fruit maiden. Hello. Welcome. You might think that I would be surprised by my next client, but I've actually been doing a lot of direct advertising in the primate exhibit at the local zoo. I want my salon to be accessible for anybody with nails. That includes gorillas, chimpanzees, bonobos. Truly, everyone is welcome. Okay, so first off, looks like we got a little bit of calcification around the nail bed. Little bit for me to drill off here, but it's truly not a problem. So I can see we've got a similar situation on all of the nails, and you're going to want to have all of those cleaned up. I think I might have drilled down a little bit close to the skin, so I'm going to use one of my tools to just build up the health of the nail bed. That looks beautiful. I think it matches the picture. I'm just going to need to repeat the process on all of our other nails here. Now look, nobody likes a hard sell, and I am not going to insist that you walk out of here with extra products. Nobody likes that. I will let you know, though, we have some really fantastic nail oil that I think will... Oh, oops. Did they notice I removed a nail? I don't think they noticed. Okay, quickly, just need to print a nail before they notice. Actually, I think I just realized that this client actually wants these scalloped nails, so I thought that was a mistake. It was actually entirely on purpose, probably. I'm just gonna save us a little bit of time here by removing the whole nail. Don't you worry about that. I know it looks alarming, but it's all part of the process. Just printing you off some of the nails in your desired shape. That looks beautiful. This nail, I notice, already scalloped, so I'm just going to use my little drill, get off all of this gunk. We're going to do our best to preserve the natural nail wherever possible while still helping you achieve the look that you desire. Now this nail is a really interesting shape. Oops, taking off the nails again. Sorry about that. That's okay, I can print one off. Unfortunately, I think the nail that I pulled off was the correct shape. This is not the one I'm looking for. They want this weird winged nail. I don't know what you would call this shape. It kind of looks like a stingray or something to me. If there's a name for this and I just don't know it, please feel free to let me know. I'm always open to feedback. I think we're done. Time to see if the client is satisfied. Okay, now show us the product. Wow, she is the moment. Have a look, see what you think. Okay, we're smiling. Loves it. Thank you so much for coming in. Don't forget to recommend me to everybody in your enclosure. We've got something here for everybody. Oh, I forgot to show you my super cool blowtorch. You want to see this? You want to learn how to make fire? Oh, that's okay. You're busy. I'll show you my blowtorch next time. I've actually got a new client about to arrive. Rushing to find a last-minute present? Try the new Kawaii Kunicorn coloring book. Now available on Amazon. Okay, so it looks like my next client of the day is Human. Hello? Come on in. Welcome. It's so nice to see you. Let's have a look at your nails. Tell me a little bit about what you're looking for. Let's have a look at the state of the nails. Just pop them up on the table. Ooh, okay. I think I caught a glimpse of a bit of nail fungi. Here's the look. A bold look. We can achieve this. This, not part of the look. So what you got in your nail here is a little Amanita muscaria, commonly found in pine forests. I'm a little bit shocked to see it growing out of a nail bed. Never seen that before. Now, do you have any idea how this happened? Any chance that underneath your nails is full of pine needles? No? Okay, well that's good. That means that we can move on to the decorations. I feel like this set has a real Halloween kind of vibe going on. We've got our orange and our black. I'm going to start with a beautiful orange base coat. We can just pop that on. It's going to be a great foundation for the stencil to go over top. I'm using a really quick dry polish, so that's going to dry almost instantly. We can get the stencil on. I don't know what this stencil is supposed to be. They kind of look like a million tiny eyeballs, which is a little bit freaky to me. But the look is kind of Halloween-y, so maybe that's the point. Just going to dip my little brush in some black nail polish here. It's really easy to do. Just going to make sure we get full coverage here. Beautiful. Do you like the progress? What do you think? Is the reality matching up to your vision? Sorry, I didn't even remove the stencil there. Okay, it's looking beautiful to me. I do notice we've got some more fungi. This is really strange. I don't even know what this one is. Hey, your eyes! Why did my client's eyes roll back in their head like that? Is that related to the nail fungus? Maybe it's best if I don't ask. Maybe they were so embarrassed by the nail fungus, they just did not want to make eye contact with me, and that's why their eyes rolled completely back in their head. Maybe I'll just take that on board, as a bit of feedback, maybe lay off the criticism of the nail fungus. They're feeling a bit observed, a bit self-conscious. They don't want to talk about it anymore. They're like, yes, I do have a variety of different mushrooms sprouting out the side of my fingers, but do we really have to go on about it? And I guess the answer is no, that can be a personal problem. After all, I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to make the nails look chic. The vision. Okay, we haven't quite achieved it yet. I'm just going to remove this stuck article from your nail that I have absolutely no judgment about. So this nail is also going to have an orange base. Beautiful. Get some orange paint on the nail. I like how this nail is a slightly different shape. It's a little bit longer, a little bit pointy. Just adds a bit of interest. And the clients decided to go for more of these little weird eyeball stencils. So, they've got a strong idea of what's meant to be happening here, and we love that. Maybe there are some DIY nail artists watching this video right now. If you have any looks or techniques you want to share, let us know in the comment section. This is looking great. I'm feeling good. I think we're wrapping it up. I think we're done. Okay, that means it's time to show off the new look. Give us a little dingle dangle. And now thumbs up or thumbs down. Do we like it? Be honest. Wonderful! That's a fantastic review. Okay, thanks. Remember to recommend me to all your friends. Doesn't matter the species, I'll do any nail. Bring me your gorillas, your greyhounds, your meerkats. Anyone who can fit in the tube. Okay, next customer, come on in. Looks like we got ourselves another human customer. Come on into the salon. Can't wait to see what you're interested in today. Now, I've just had a look at your booking forms, and I see that I was recommended by your Strawberry Queen friend. That is a huge compliment. We love word-of-mouth marketing. So glad that they were satisfied. Oh, okay, so I see that we've got a few splinters. Wow, that must have been super painful. This might hurt a little bit. I'm so sorry about that. That's a really long splinter. I'm gonna make sure that I disinfect that for you. I think you've got quite a few stuck objects. I'm just gonna take care of all those first. Oh, wow. So do you work in like a sewing factory or something? Or are you trying to learn embroidery? How did this happen to you? I'm honestly shocked that they've been in here for so long. I can't believe you didn't go to the doctor before you went to the nail salon, but we can do all sorts of things here. I'm gonna take care of all of this for you. And then we're gonna make your nails look beautiful, just like this. Dang, we got some more Amanita muscaria? Like I said, these are a common mushroom, but they're not commonly found in nails. Okay, and I do notice you've got a bit of buildup on the nail bed of the pinky here. It's not an issue. We can just take care of that. I'm so sorry I drilled through a little bit, but that's what we've got these handy tools for. Okay, so before we start on the stencils, I'm gonna just make sure that we've got the shape of the nails all correct, and these two look like they need to be swapped out. So just gonna do a little extraction. I'm so sorry, that must have hurt. I'm gonna try something different for the next nail. Maybe we can just snip it. Wow, actually, I didn't expect that to work. Hopefully that was a little bit less painful. To be honest, they both look painful. But sometimes beauty is pain. Let's print off some new nails. Some more stingray nails, unless there's another name for them. A beautiful set of stingray nails. Love it. Now we can take care of the stencils. So the client is looking for like a fresh white nail on some of the nails, and then we're just doing 2 stencils, some like abstract designs, which is pretty cool. And I think they want this to be applied with a red nail polish, which is very nice. We can do that. So far, I gotta say, I am loving being a nail tech in VR. I think this is one of the best VR jobs that I've tried so far. I am interested in knowing which career you think I'm most suited for. So if I can do YouTube anymore, which career are you plugging me into? Let me know in the comment section. Should I become a nail tech? Should I become a dentist? Should I become a vet tech? I could also be a barber, a tattoo artist. I've tried all sorts of VR careers. Personally, the alternative career path that I am most interested in has to be cat. Maybe I need to start planning for the future. Maybe I should be trying to get into a community college so I can learn how to be a cat. I don't know if that's a degree program, if you can do it in a certificate these days. Okay, stunning. What do you think? My pal, I think that we have completed the look. I can't wait to show you. We are done. Check it out. Give those bad boys a dangle. No, you look at them. You have to look. That's the important bit. See what you think. We're smiling. We're happy. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope you've had a wonderful time at the salon today. Don't forget that my books fill up really, really fast. I recommend coming back in about 4 to 6 weeks. You know, treat them gently. They'll last a lot longer. Okay, I think I've got time for one more client before we close up shop for the night. And it looks like we've got a vampire. Wow, that's incredible. Come on in. I guess this means that my targeted ads are working. I've been also trying to really build up my undead clientele. Sometimes I would prefer to work overnight, but like, who wants a manicure at 3 in the morning? Vampires. Whoa, okay, don't mean to alarm you, but I think you've got a little guy stuck in your nails. I'm gonna see if the design team has any thoughts on this. Design team just scurrying away. That's not super useful. Okay, what about the woodpecker? Woodpeckers like worms, right? Time for a little early lunch. See if you can take care of this worm. Oh, okay, so they're getting off the calcification, but we're not making a whole lot of progress on the worm. Okay, you know what? Design team, you can get out of here. Why does this nail worm have a full set of veneers? I have never seen a worm with such a toothy grin. Maybe that's why my woodpecker was like reluctant to eat it. It's like, I don't know about those teeth. Okay, just stop. Calm down. Okay, back to my vampire client. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to shame you about your toothy worm. I'm gonna print you off some new nails. They're a very interesting shape that you've gone with. I don't know if I would call them like a tulip nail or like a forked nail. They also kind of look like a little hoof. Can I tase the nail worms? Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Put down the taser, Holly. This is why you shouldn't be trusted with a taser. Okay, how about a sword though? How did I slice off the whole nail and didn't even get the worm? Okay, put down the sword, Holly. This is why you can't be trusted with a sword in the nail salon. Oh, apparently I can just rip these little worms out with my bare hands. I don't mean to offend anybody, but I need to figure out what is going on with hygiene in my area. Like, is nobody washing their hands? Are people sharing nail tools without washing them properly? Like, I don't understand how we're ending up with so many fungi and also worms. And why do the worms look like they've discovered dental tourism? I think it's just faster to remove the entire nail and print a whole new nail. So that's what I'm gonna do for you tonight. I know you've got a really busy evening coming up. Obviously, you're gonna want your nails looking fresh and chic for when nightfall comes and you turn into a bat. All the other bats are gonna be flying around like, where did you get that fresh set? And you'll be like, the Kunicorn nail salon, of course. Sometimes she makes me cry, but she gets the job done. Print off another one of these tulip nails for you. That looks beautiful. Sorry about using my bare hands for this removal. I just cannot with those worms. Okay, we're almost done here, but I do have a bit of a vision. I'm going a little bit outside of the brief here, but I want to give you something super special. Ew, there's a worm on my workspace. Disgusting. That's how other clients end up with worms. Okay, so I'll tell you what I'm thinking. What if we did one statement nail? Like, I know it wasn't part of your original vision, but I'm not just a nail technician. I am a nail artiste. And I have something very special in mind. I'm thinking maybe we do the thumb. And then I'm thinking something a little bit creepy, a little bit scary. These skulls are super, super cute. I think that would look great. Maybe we'll do it in black. Okay, although a strike of inspiration. What if we change the base color as well? I'm thinking maybe a little blood red. I think it suits you. We want it to be personal. And then I think that'll make like a really beautiful base for the little skull and bone stencil. I think we should still do it in a black. I think that is a natural choice. Yeah, this is gonna look so cute. Okay, if you don't like it, you can just tell me, but wait till you see this. You're gonna be blown away by my artistic prowess. You're gonna be like, how does she do it? Anticipating my every need. Okay, we're hitting done. It's time for the review. I know, I took artistic license. Give us a dangle. I think, look, it looks so good. Be honest, tell me what you think. Okay, yes, we love it. Thank you so much for coming in. Have a great night. You are gonna be the most fashion-forward vampire terrorizing the neighborhood tonight. The Kunicorn Dental Clinic is expanding its clientele to royalty. Hello, princess, come in. So I've decided to expand my business and treat the teeth of the rich and famous. And as you can see, the royals don't brush. Come closer. That's close enough. Let's just have a quick look at the work that needs to be done for this client. I see a lot of things that are going to need my attention. For starters, flossing. How do you end up with an entire floret of broccoli between your teeth? I'll throw that to the chickens off camera. I have questions for the princess about how this ends up happening. I don't think that you're chewing your food at all. I don't understand how an entire chili can get stuck between the molars. Is that a whole cob of corn? Like, one kernel I can understand, but this is, what do you call this? How does this happen? I mean, not a problem at all, princess. You just sit there and relax, and I'm gonna get all these objects out from between your teeth. If anything, I'm actually impressed with the amount of fruit and vegetables you're eating. Like they say, you're supposed to have 5 serves of veg a day. Like, you have that and more stuck between your teeth. Incredible. Okay, this is a problem though, the furry purple tongue situation that you can see here. We're gonna take care of that for you, get you all cleaned up. We see this a lot in my practice, and it's usually a case of eating too many purple popsicles, followed by not drinking any water or brushing your teeth. So I'm just gonna show you how you need to brush your teeth. It's important to really get into the gum line, and if you don't want to do it yourself, you've got heaps of servants probably. So that's hygiene done. Next, we have to look for tooth decay. So I'm going to use my X-ray machine here. Looks like we do have a few cavities. Nothing on the bottom, but we do have a few cavities on the top that we're going to need to take care of today. I don't want to be playing the blame game, but these cavities are looking rather purple. I wonder if they might have something to do with those great popsicles that we talked about earlier. And obviously, nobody likes the drill. So if you want to avoid the drill in the future, just get your butler or maybe like one of your ladies in waiting. Just get somebody to brush your teeth for you at night. And if you want that person to be me, well then we can talk about the possibility of me becoming the royal dentist. That might be a slay position, actually. I could just like relax in the castle and then like brush your teeth twice a day. Give this video a thumbs up if you think I should be applying for the position of royal dentist. Anyways, I'm just rebuilding a bit of the tooth here, getting some healthy enamel. There's a little red like medical cross on my tool here. That means it's for very good health. Okay, I think that's like heaps better. You're looking fresh and clean. Let's check the progress report. Beautiful clean teeth. The only thing we're missing is jewels. This is a princess. She needs far more jewels. Just check my jewel drawer here, and yep, we got some beautiful stones. Her Royal Highness has requested the teardrop-shaped sapphires. Attach one of these babies to the tooth, and it disappeared. Did the tooth, like, swallow that jewel? I'm confused about what is happening. Is it inside the tooth? Typical monarch behavior, probably. They just show up, and then suddenly your jewels start disappearing. Okay, that one seems to have stuck. I did lose, like, 2 sapphires in the process. What is wrong with this tooth? I'm pulling it out. Throw it on the floor for now, and I can always drill the jewels out of it later. But in the meantime, I'm going to make you a whole new tooth, a better tooth. This is a beautiful tooth that definitely will not swallow diamonds. Perfect. So because she's a princess, she doesn't want just jewels on one tooth, not just a statement tooth. She wants it on all the teeth. Okay, we've got the same problem with this tooth. I'm just getting rid of it. I go for perfection, especially with my royal clients. I don't want you having any doubts about coming to the Kunicorn Dental Clinic. We want happy custies. We want big ol' smiles. I take pride in my work. Beautiful. Stunning. Top tier. Let's have a look. Look, 10 out of 10. All right. Yeah, I'm done. Have a look. Tell me what you think. Check it out. How good do those look? Are you going to recommend me to all your royal friends? She says yes. Okay, great. Tell your kings. Tell your dukes. I have a special deal on right now for royalty. It's 10 times my regular price. You'll love it. Rushing to find a last-minute Christmas present? Try the new Kawaii Kunicorn coloring book, now available on Amazon. Ready for my next customer? Hello, welcome, come on in. It's a bit of a theme happening today. So this customer isn't royalty, technically, but kind of like Hollywood royalty. She's an up-and-coming actress. She's got a show on the Disney Channel. So I've got a number of things that we're going to be doing for her in the clinic today. Obviously, we've got another fuzzy purple tongue situation, more entire vegetables stuck in between teeth. It's very interesting that this is such a widespread problem among the very wealthy. But look, if I can make those big dental dollars by just pulling cayenne peppers out from people's gum lines, then I'm going to do it. I can help you. No need to chew your food, you just come to me. Okay, so the last time this client was in, they went for the gold teeth. Now they want something a little bit more understated. They've decided they want chrome. But before we do any extractions, gotta make sure the mouth is nice and clean, and that includes brushing the tongue. It's very important to remember to clean your tongue. Mouth is looking clean. I think we're ready for the extractions. The client is interested in just completely chrome teeth at the front. We're getting rid of all the gold, and we're going for chrome. I think it's gonna look beautiful, classy, understated. I'm kind of wondering if we might be able to like zap and morph these teeth instead of having to do a full extraction. Like, is this gonna work? Or I don't know if there's a chrome tooth option. Just kind of random options. Okay, that's fine. That's not the tool for the job. I'm just gonna use my hands. I know a lot of dentists like to use tools for this, but nothing grips like my little fingies. I do notice the patient is crying, so I'm gonna try to make this quick. You're doing so well, okay? We're halfway there, because you want to do the bottom as well, apparently. So, just a deep breath, and you're gonna have beautiful silver teeth in no time. Silver veneers. You'll be the envy of Hollywood. Every time you go for an audition, they'll be like, I know who I want, the girl with the silver smile. Like pearly whites? No thank you, boring. I want to have to put on sunglasses every time you open your mouth. You just sit tight, you are going to be giving an entirely new meaning to the term blinding smile. These silver teeth are obviously high fashion, and they're also extremely durable. So you don't have to worry about getting cavities with these teeth. They're both beautiful and practical. Stunning. Bottom looks great, so I'm just going to 3D print you some more silver teeth. Love this machine. Now, some people think this insertion process looks a bit rough, but actually I have refined this technique and it's completely painless. I think you're gonna love my work. That is looking incredible. Okay, all you need now is a jewel. A jewel for my wonderful customer. Let's see what we have in the old jewel box. I'm trying to see what the jewelry is that they actually want. It's like gold, but I don't think it's any of these. It could be the cat. Is it the cat? Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, so we've got a realistic miniature of the client's beloved pet cat, which I will now affix to their tooth. This is like a 10 out of 10 project as far as requests go. I love it. If you were visiting the Kunicorn Dental Clinic, let me know in the comment section what you would be requesting. Like, are you going for gold teeth? Are you getting jewels? Do you want strawberry teeth? What's it gonna be? They love it. They're satisfied. Tell all of your Hollywood friends all about me. I have so much experience working with famous teeth. They call me Dr. Star because I'm a dentist to the stars. Wonder who's gonna be next on our star-studded lineup. Who's up next? It's this guy. I don't actually know who this is. It just looks like a guy in a bucket hat, but it seems a bit rude to be like, are you rich? Are you famous? Are you royalty? I'm just gonna deal with this whole situation that we've got going on here. That's a lot of flies. Significantly more flies than I usually expect to find in a human mouth, but I have a secret weapon. What if I let loose a bird? Birds love to eat flies. Why aren't you eating the flies? I present you with this delicious meal and you do nothing? That's alright, there's more than one way to beat a fly, like in a boxing match. Round 1. Put your gloves on. Okay, that didn't work, and now I've just made things worse, because not only are there flies in there, there's also like a bird, so I'm just gonna blow up the whole mouth. Time to say goodbye to these guys, except for the bird, that's an employee. Okay, ready? What are you doing here? Ah, good. That did nothing for the flies at all. Alright, I'm getting the Hoover. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Also, just quickly clean up some of these tooth fragments, so hopefully nobody asks me why I used an explosive. Okay, let's look. The client wants emerald fangs. We can handle that. Just need to get rid of some of these tooth fragments that are not helping anybody. Oh my gosh, my dental assistant is being so annoying right now. This is the last time that I hire a woodpecker straight out of college. Okay, we got ourselves a few cavities here. Gonna have to yank those out. And yes, obviously some dentists try to fix the teeth. They don't just pull out a tooth because it's got a cavity in it. They might do a filling or something. But I'm not your average dentist. I fix what I can, but if the whole tooth seems pretty rotten, then I'm just gonna 3D print a new one, let's be real. So with that in mind, we're just gonna 3D print some new front teeth for old Jimbo here. Pop those in and then we get to move on to the fun stuff. Okay, I think I might have said emerald fangs, but on closer inspection, I can see that these are actually kind of like a jade stone fang, which is actually so metal. So let's print off some of those. See how a jade fang looks. Oh my gosh, I love it. Let me know in the comment section if you have a favorite semi-precious stone. Imagine if this was your birthstone or something. Slay. Personally, one of my favorite stones to look at is opals. I would love if I could build myself some opal teeth, but that is not what's been requested today. We just need a couple of normie teeth on the sides here. And then, so the customers asked for something a little bit interesting in the middle here. They want wooden bottom teeth, which is an interesting choice, but the customer gets what the customer wants. So our 3D printed wooden teeth are actually made out of a special kind of wood so that it doesn't just disintegrate in the mouth. And it's pest resistant because that's obviously a huge bummer if you get termites in your teeth. Nobody likes that. So as you can see, the teeth are made out of a truly stunning oak. Just need to make sure that we're getting the right shape that the customer wants. And the picture here does look a bit flatter than the first tooth that I printed off. So I think I'm going to throw that one away. And we're going to go with 2 of these super flat chompers, which appears to be correct. A nice natural look. I mean, it's totally unnatural, obviously, but inspired by the natural world. Done. Okay, so you're all good to go. I'm going to have my woodpecker send you the bill. What do you think of the work we've done today? Oh, you like it? Fantastic. Okay, thanks so much. Now it's time to start sending some bills. Stop flapping around my head. Okay, thanks. Goodbye. A wonderful project. Thanks so much. Next client. Next client. I hope they are compliant. Okay, so that's a zombie. And look, some dentists might see that as a horrifying monster, but I see it as a new and interesting challenge. Come on in. Wow. Okay, so I see what the problem is here. It looks like a lot of your teeth have rotted away, similar to your body and face. And if I look in the x-ray here, yeah, I can see that we've got a lot of decay, which is probably no surprise to you. I'm just going to go straight in with the explosives. So you just relax. I'm going to do my best to make sure this is as quick and painless for you as possible. I'm hoping this will take care of... I was hoping it was going to take care of a bit more than that. Didn't even do anything for the succulents. That's actually been a bit of a shocker for me since I started my dental practice is you don't think that you're going to spend a lot of time with cacti or cayenne peppers. But as it turns out, it's almost every single client. You're like, why is there a potted succulent in your mouth? Dunno. Maybe I need to stop leaning so heavily on the explosives. They don't really seem to be working for me here. I'm going to just go for some extractions. We're just going to extract all of these little tooth fragments. So we've got a nice clean gum to work with. Ooh, that one's hard. Like I said, I've got the 3D tooth printer, so there's no need to worry about retaining your natural teeth. Also, you seem to be a zombie, so I don't even know if these are your teeth. Maybe you got them from someone else. I hope I'm not just accusing this person of being a zombie when we are in Hollywood. So maybe they're a zombie actress. Maybe they've just come straight from the set of a zombie movie and this is just incredible special effects. Okay, blank canvas. Let's look what the patient wants. A nice full mouth of healthy teeth, couple of fangs. Don't think about what the fangs are for. Definitely don't ask what the fangs are for. It looks like the client has requested something that looks a little bit lived in. Something natural. You know, it would look pretty strange if they just had like perfectly straight white teeth. That looks good. And they just wanted the 2 fangs. So for the rest of the teeth, they want something just kind of rounded little tooth nubbins. Bit scary looking, but I think it kind of fits with the theme, so I actually think it's a very good choice. Holistically, it just makes sense. It's all part of the look. It's like a complete look. Okay, so do we think that the zombie is going to happily pay their dental bill, or do we think they're going to eat my brains as soon as I finish the procedure? This isn't something that I've had to think about before because most of my clients don't eat brains. And to be fair, I haven't actually confirmed with this client if they eat brains because it feels like not very good small talk. I just think it would be a bit weird. Like, do you have anything nice planned for the weekend? Do you know any nice restaurants around here? And like, do they serve brains? Is that something you look for in a restaurant? Do you eat brains? I guess is the question. I guess I could ask why they were looking for a new dentist. Like, what happened to your old dentist? They probably just switched to me because I do beautiful work. One final check. That looks great. Okay, you're all good to go. Oh my gosh, I didn't notice their arm was missing before. I wonder if they want me to build them a new arm out of teeth. I could do that. You want an arm made out of teeth? Yeah, okay, you're right. Maybe next time. Thanks so much for coming in. Please recommend me to all your friends, the ghoulish, the monstrous, the dastardly. If they've got a mouth, I can print them some teeth. Okay. Interesting day at the clinic.